So welcome to Chimp on Cars. Today we're out in the BMW 520. We're going to have a look at the reversing camera and how to use it to park in a bay in a car park. So today we're in a Wix car park. So let's have a quick look at the screen. So when I put the car into reverse gear, it automatically comes up with our reversing camera, which is awesome. This is the same reversing camera, by the way, that's in most BMW models. This is a 2017 car, Minis, saloon cars. It's a very, very similar system you've got set up in these. Now, we've got these red lines and we've got the green lines. So the red lines show the potential of where we could go if we went on to full lock. And you can see here from that red line on the left-hand side of the screen there, if I go on to full lock now, I'm going to be over the bay. I'm going to be going into the next. If I was aiming for that bay, I've gone back too far. I'm too close to it. I'm going to be going partly into that bay there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back a bit. It's all looking safe around us, and let's take the handbrake off and let's go back slightly. You can see how that red line there showing the potential is coming inside that bay. We want that about there somewhere, just as a rough guide. I'll get us started. So the outside edge of my car will be inside the bay there. So let's go into full lock and I'll show you how that works out. So having a quick look round to full lock there, and you can see the green lines have moved now to show where we're going with the amount of steering we've got. So maybe that's a bit too much steering. You can see how it's coming in over the left hand side there, so I could always take a bit of steering off, and we're just using this to guide the car in. The red line always showing us where the potential is if we go into full lock. So there you go, back to full lock, and the green line and the red line marry up quite nicely. So we're just using those green line to show us where our current steering is taking us. Right then, as we're coming through then, we're getting to a point now where we want to start thinking about straightening up, and we want to be straightening up within the white lines, don't we? So we're looking at the bottom end of these green lines here. This is showing us where we physically are going to be in relation to those white lines. So again, we are a little bit close on that side there, so let's take a little bit off and we can start thinking about straightening up now. There we go. So we're coming through to the straightening up position. There's the steering wheel fully straight, and you can see the way it's looking there that we are a little bit closer on that side, so we can always make an adjustment there if we want to, and then background. There we go. Right then, so now we've got the parking sensors coming into play. So we've got the map on the left there showing us where the obstructions are in relation to our car, and we've got the screen here. It's showing up as amber at the moment, so we're getting close, but we're not in danger of hitting anything. Now these are only weeds, so I'm not worried about hitting these. Let's also look at that curbstone there, because you can see the top of my bumper in the very bottom of the screen there. If I put the top of my bumper over that curbstone, then we'll be getting very close to those weeds, and we'll take a look outside in a moment and see what that looks like in real life. So I'm just going to put the car into park and put the handbrake on. Let's jump outside the car and see what that looks like. Right then, so we're outside the car now, so let's take a look at the rear end of the car first and see where that curbstone is. So we saw it disappearing out of view in our camera, and that's showing us that we are nicely up above the curbstone there, which is perfect. It's exactly what we want, particularly for a car of this length. So now let's have a look at the white lines. We saw how the green lines were showing us alongside the white lines. Let's take a look at the one on this side first of all. We're nicely inside the bay. Let's have a quick look around the front of the car, the next one as well. And we can see on this side, we're nicely inside the bay. And that's what we were seeing with those green lines, wasn't it? We were seeing ourselves coming in pretty even between the white lines there. So that's how we can use our reversing camera on a BMW or a BMW type car and get ourselves parked in a parking space.